σας φέρουμε διακόμενο και ένα επόμενο.
Ναι, τέλεια. Όλα, ναι, όχι.
Just about to try frappe.
Fried zucchini. You just slice the zucchini super thin,
nice.
and then you fry them. And if you do it well, you don't get it very oily. This looks good. If you don't do it well, you get it streaming in oil.
This is
Pezzo pie. So it's you start with spicy sausages. You saute them, and then you put a lot of peppers, different peppers, color peppers,
in
and
tomato sauce.
a lot of tomato sauce, and then some onion, a little garlic. It's very good. It's a little spicy for me, at least. And this is pork with a lot of oregano, potatoes. You put them all together, and it has a lot of oregano. It's so tender. It's actually great.
Was it pork neck or which part of pork?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's eat. Stairs. Paper holder. I like how they're displaying the I like these two vase. Do you want to talk in the monkey language? Not monkey, donkey.
Yeah, we realized there's a street cat. She went in our room. She was underneath our bed.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Okay. You have a nice day.
Oh, yeah, you too. Thank you. Breakfast?
Yeah.
Do you want to cut it?
Yeah. It's
You see how thin and crispy it is. Very loud noise. That is a half-eaten Greek omelet.
Yeah.
Jam with yogurt. The jam here is local. It's very good. You can You can taste the fruit so strong. And this is the first time I've ever seen it.
This is sweet. It's like fried dough with sugar on top.
Very healthy. Why are you pouting?
So, we wanted to go to the National Bank of Greece. I have brought everything with me, but I don't have the card, so I wanted to go to the actual store. We followed Google Maps, and Google Maps took us here. It was challenging to park, and after we parked, we realized that the National Bank of Greece has moved out, and now there's a souvlaki place in its place.
Souvlaki, it's natural. Oh, sorry. I thought it's souvlaki pita
We
here.
have to
Donkeys everywhere. Driving in Santorini, not easy. I want to try everything. Is this the custard kind?
Yeah, this is like the bits inside. Look.
We have the orange pie with ice cream, Freddo cappuccino, I think a milk custard pie, a little coffee break, and we have 2 trips.
I like the cinnamon. It's very soft, very fresh.
I never had an orange pie.
You don't like it.
Yeah, I like citrus stuff, particularly in hot weather.
And then you have to combine it with ice cream in the same bite. $29, it's almost 30 degrees Celsius.
It's so hot.
2 p.m. when it's hot means that we go swimming.
To show you where we're going first.
The Agis Nicholas, St. Nicholas. It has a church, and right behind this big rock on the sea is a multi, which is a kind of a small fisherman's village, and that's where we're going to swim. And I think that's where we'll have dinner too.
Wow. You can see donkeys from here now. Lots of restaurants. to seafood. I can smell it. Wow, very strong.
Really good.
With
Yeah.
olive oil and the
Some
lemon.
garlic. When the fish is very white, it means that it's fresh. And then we have more lemon.
We are in the process of killing everything, which we will. And check who is the processing center. Tough driving.
Got the 7 Wines Premium Edition to share for wine tasting. You can see all 7 of them, super organized. It comes with a little booklet that explains everything about each wine that you're tasting, how it comes, what is the process, aging, tasting, food matching recommendations. They have done an amazing job. The bath, it's up where people would take bath. The dog, everything inside.
Other one in the back.
We are at the Black Beach in Santorini. As you can see, everything is black. The rocks are black, the sand is black. It's because of the volcano, obviously. It's a perfect spot to relax after visiting the Akrotiri archaeological site. It's amazing. I usually just close my eyes and hear the sound of the waves. It's super relaxing.
The beach is way much more enjoyable than we thought. This is how they serve wine. Half-liter wine, €7. Cheers.
And it is actually in the front yard of the kindergarten. This is the kindergarten of the village.
Chickpeas and olive oil, and that's scallion.
Yeah, and some garlic and caper.
Capers.
The most traditional Santorini dish. Yeah, wild raw sausage,
Mustard sauce
mustard. Yeah,
with some other more potatoes. Wow.
it will be very strong, but If you're in a nice place in Greece, definitely try the sausage because they make the sausages. It's
Yeah.
not industrialized sausage. They actually make the sausages and they're very good.
Okay, let's cut this. You can hear the air and see the juice coming out.
Very good.
Close shot.
This is baked eggplant. It's one of my favorite dishes. You take the eggplant, you scoop it in, and then add ground beef. Maybe I'm not sure if this one has ground beef, but
I think it
tomato.
did. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
the remaining of the eggplant, tomato, cheese. Usually they serve the white eggplant, which is a very specific eggplant in Santorini. But we were told that it comes out in August, and now we are in June, so they serve the regular eggplant, which is purple in Greece.
And this is smoked pork. I think on top of a pita bread.
Some potato, some melted cheese on top, paki.
And tomato sauce with drizzled olive oil. Is this like cured? Just smoked pork?
Yeah,
Oh, it's more dry. Is the texture towards like ham or
I guess.
a little bit? And this is a cut. Happy. Check this out. We're working on the last piece. House treat, a cheesecake from the restaurant. That is Iya on another side.
This is the heart. Go in the heart. The heart of Santorini. Get inside.
Oh,
We're in Merovili.
Meraviglia. Okay, we'll walk to Virga.
This is the sign to Fira.
Very effective, you have to say.
We're in St. Nicholas Church. It's my church. Unfortunately, it's closed now. It's open 8 a.m. to noon and then 6 to 7 p.m. But it's a very popular church for Greek islands and anything coastal because St. Nicholas protects the sailors and the navy and anything sea related. So in the islands they always have a big St. Nicholas church. Different saints are protecting technically against different things. And this is the Three Bells. It's a very beautiful church. It's a sign of Santorini. You will see many postcards with this view.
Some ATV. Not recommended. This is how they label one-way street, with more signs on the road. This is a restaurant. Oh, donkey. We have arrived at the dinner place. It's Lefkes. Everyone has recommended to us, and then we'll go to the open air cinema. Wish us luck. This is the wine menu. This is a potato, I think a little treat they gave us. Potato soup with leeks and onions.
It's served very nice. This is the
Yeah.
traditional Greek coffee cup, so it's a very nice idea.
That's the bread.
It's Greece. You always have to have bread.
That's true. Okay, bread dips. This is caper leaves, olives, hummus, and that's a fish roe dip. I think they always have fish roast. When they say it's fish roe salad, I think it always means it's this dip with the bread. This is more of ravioli. I think the English menu says it's ravioli with shrimp.
Yeah, in Greek it's pouki, so pouki is something like that, and here they make it with pasta. And inside it has cheese and pear, and it's served
Pear.
with, and some other stuff, and served with shrimp.
What is pouki again?
Pouki is, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the same thing, huge with filo dough. So it's like this shape, but
I
it's
don't
big with the filo dough.
The moussaka croquet. I think the inside is the Greek moussaka dish. Do you wanna? Wow. The moussaka is a fried eggplant with beef, tomato sauce, and potatoes, and the cream bechamel. And I think they made this a croquette, like the fried dough. It looks really good with some pesto sauce. And this is the appetizer.
This is kodosouvli. It's a grilled. It's pork. Slices of pork. It has been on the grill, but like the rotisserie for hours, and you can never go wrong with kodosouvli.
And that's pita bread.
Yeah.
You have to try the goat in Greece.
Yeah, it's if you like lamb but you cannot take how heavy it tastes or the extra fat, goat is the way to go.